Like there must be like a slur for Indians, and we have so many Indians in Canada now that that could probably work.
I believe is the slur for Indians.
Yes. You're batting like a 50-50. If you say that to a Canadian, 50% chance they'll be offended.
Wait, so what about you? Are you 50% Indian and therefore 50% offended?
Well, you have to say it and then take your, you have to take your
you're
chance.
right. I'm sorry. I have to say it first.
You'll have to see if I disconnect from this call immediately.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the show again, Reggie. Welcome to the AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
And we have Reggie Fils-Aimé again on the show. Thank you from Nintendo America. Thank you, Reggie, for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure. I'm battling against that guy for Reggie like supremacy, and I'm losing.
Really?
If you Google, he comes up first. Yeah, a lot of the time.
Oh shit! I thought that guy was kind of like slowly fading away, whereas you're kind of on the upswing.
I don't know.
I'm trying to do that to him. I'm sending him anthrax, and
Reggie's never going to fade away, dude. That's not a Reggie thing. Reggie doesn't fade away. His body was ready. He's big. He's ugly. He's Italian as shit. You don't have anything like that can compare to.
I thought Reggie was black.
Is Reggie black?
Fairly certain he was at least
brown.
Yeah,
he's somewhere
he's
in
at least
there.
brown.
He's in the mix.
Is he? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. He could be mixed with any sort.
Well, now we have to know, don't we? Hold on. What is Fils-Aimé is one hell of a brown ass name. So
he's seen a couple days in the sun, I think.
Yeah, he's
Oh my God, you're right. God damn, he
he
brown
might
as
not
shit.
be like 100% African or anything.
100% brown is what matters.
I don't really. It's not like that really matters too much, but he's
from the Bronx.
He's not full on Caucasian, I wouldn't say by any stretch of the imagination.
Immigrated to the United States from Haiti in the 1950s. He's Haitian.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Well, son of a bitch.
Okay.
I actually did not expect that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a fucking.
That's quite the come up. Quite the story.
Yeah, he's a Haitian Caribbean person who came to the United States. So he's kind of like you. He's from another one of those Queens countries that aren't Queens countries, or I guess Kings countries now.
Yeah. He's from like a country that fell apart and then moved to one that actually has any decent democracy in it,
That's right.
Yeah.
I can sympathize being from a third world country. It's tough out there.
Yeah, I know. You're in Eastern Canada, right? So, I mean, it's basically Australia out there, except for it's cold.
They call it the Canadian Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Did you guys hear? As always, Canada is on fire right now, but they've started handing out fines to people. If they go into like the forests, you can get a $30,000 fine.
Wait, for just going into the woods at all?
Just walking into the woods,
Okay.
you're getting $30,000 fine.
Because
Why?
people keep like throwing cigarettes or blunts into the woods and starting fires, or
I guess that's what they're worried about. They're just like, we don't trust you guys in the woods, full stop.
Well, that's what you get for legalizing marijuana. See? I mean, you asked for it, basically.
The slippery slope, they said it was going to happen.
yeah, I know it's harder to get a gun in Canada than it is in America, but like people hunt in Canada, like normal ass hunting rifles and stuff.
Not anymore, they don't, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, how kind of hard to hunt if you're not allowed to go into the woods unless you Well, then again, you guys did just legalize suicide. I guess if you get the right permit, you can just.
Actually, that's an interesting hunting without going in the woods. Like that opens up some like creative avenues. Like, what am I going to hunt now?
Yeah. There's a video game about that. I think it's Hatred.
Oh.
I think is the
Okay.
Yeah, I love that game. That's a great game, honestly. Yeah, well, I mean, like, what are they gonna do if you're going out into the woods and you have a license to go out into the woods? I mean, they legalize suicide. What if you're going out there to kill yourself? Like, that's a law meets another law, and it's just kind of like head to head.
Oh yeah. That's like double jeopardy or something.
Yes,
that's no good.
That's what double jeopardy is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. That's exactly what that means.
Is that what that law refers to?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, they don't have that in Canada. That's an American constitutional right.
Okay, so that's why y'all have that set up.
I'm talking about the game show, just to clarify.
Yeah,
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, that's when you get double points, I think. For
Canada
a question.
actually does not have a constitution. It's surprising, really, how they've maintained a stable government without such an important document.
You're kind of just UK's most successful bitch.
Yeah, mostly. Not for long, though.
Because you leech off us all day.
Yeah.
The issue, though, about the Constitution is that a lot of Canadians have like you guys have like permeated the minds of Canadians, and like when a Canadian gets pulled over, they start citing like American constitutional rights to the police.
Talk about their First Amendment rights or something.
Yeah, they'll be like, I know my rights. And they start listing off all the American shit. The cops just like, oh my fuck.
Is there an equivalent Canadian, like redneck equivalent? First off, do you know what rednecks are?
Yeah, I mean, so like Alberta is our version of Texas. Like you have like cowboy people out there.
Right.
Allegedly. I haven't seen them myself, but apparently they exist. And everyone else is just like along the gradient of impoverished. So like
Sounds right.
there's that.
So as far as like having rednecks, are your rednecks French or are they Inuit, like Eskimo people?
I've never seen the Eskimo. Legend says that they went extinct,
Climate change will do that.
but I don't know. They're way far north, I think, like Yellowknife in that area.
It's called yellow skin knife. It's
Okay.
entirely true.
Yellow skin knife.
Yellow
okay.
skin is across the ocean. That's the Asian
You're right.
people.
You're right.
Referred to as Redskins here. But
True.
they had to change the name of the team, so I guess not anymore.
Sometimes I feel jealous of you guys because I feel like each state has its own like real identity, right? Like you got like New York people, you got Californian people, you got everyone in between, and I don't think we have like such clear archetypes in Canada. Like, what's the archetypical New York person?
I like that you stopped at New York and then California, and then you were like, yeah, and then all the others. You
Well, I
know,
did go east, west, coast. I mean,
Well, you must be used to that.
Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? I've lived in Mississippi my entire life. But yeah, I like the fact that in your head you were like everything in the middle between those, and that's just kind of all its own one culture.
so we do kind of like, we break it down to subgroups, really. Like, because certain states are kind of more
Whites,
similar.
blacks, Asians. You got to break it down.
I think we'd be Southern Appalachian. Like, we're right between Southern Appalachian and Deep South. Hill folk and toothless rednecks.
Don't
Yeah.
talk about Reggie like saying hill folk kind of stuff around him or like toothless or rednecks. He doesn't have any teeth. Patrick, future Patrick, cut this out. He doesn't have any teeth. He told me about that. We're not to actually bring up any subjects about teeth.
Let's just get right down to business.
Right.
And I'm going to ask the question that everyone wants to know. If I was to clone you, but the clone, instead of having hands, it had an extra set of like teeth and an extra mouth. So you have 3 mouths.
Right.
Do you think that you could defeat that in hand-to-hand combat? Or like, I guess, hand-to-mouth combat in this case?
I was gonna say, do I need to use my
Could
own
you-
mouth to fight the other mouths, or is it just a punch
You can
off?
No, I mean, you can punch it, you can kick it, you can sodomize it.
Well, I mean, that's
Whatever.
more of what Eric's going for.
I'd punch the
personally.
teeth out first,
Yeah,
of course.
Of course.
You know.
It makes me think of that thing that my dad told me when I was a young kid about if you fight a wolf. Do you know what you're supposed to do if you fight a wolf, Reggie?
Oh, God.
You're supposed to shove your fist as far as you can into its mouth.
He knows it. Yes, that's correct. Absolutely.
Yeah,
See?
he didn't know the other one where
No,
you,
no,
you
no.
shove your
No,
fist
not
as
the
far as you
other
can
part
up
of
its-
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other fist goes in the other end, and then you
Yes.
pick it up
And then
like a.
you play him like a fucking accordion. Okay, never mind. He knows. Never mind.
you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess some things cross cultural barriers.
Well, one of them's from the Marines, the other is the Army's way of dealing with it.
Certain things are like a universal language, I think, that everyone intrinsically knows.
Right. Oh, by the way, I don't appreciate what you said about me on your second channel.
Yeah, what did I say?
You said that people should come watch the podcast and that you didn't feel racist because the bit was that one of the hosts was satirically racist.
Oh, did you take issue with the usage of the word satirically?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. My racism is as pure as the white skin across my bones, Reggie.
Uh-huh.
It's pure and perfect,
mean,
and I
for-
demand an apology.
For God's sake, look at my mustache.
Did you ever see? There's a video of like this Asian veteran, and he's in a courtroom, and someone like assumes that he's not American because he's super Asian,
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm a veteran," and then he lifts up his shirt, and it's like full of like scars from the war, and he was like, "Is this American enough for you? I want you to do that, except you lift up your shirt, and it's just pasty white skin, and you're like, is this racist enough for you?"
How about I
He
stand
can kind
up?
of do that, though.
I was
You
gonna
could-
say I could stand up and then pull my pants down, and then turn around and spread my cheeks, and then ask if that's racist enough for you.
We should save that for the end of the show.
Sure, absolutely.
After I leave, maybe.
Point being, though, I demand an apology. I want to hear it out of your mouth.
I hereby recognize your racism as being true and authentic and intense. It's sometimes shocking.
Sounds like somebody's being satirically apologetic. Not even
whenever I'm like apologizing, but I don't mean it. I start doing like a Trump. I started like taking Trump's mannerisms. I'd be like,
hey, that's a good way to do it, man.
AnythingCast, some of the best racists I've ever seen.
What do you think is going to come up? He went up there, right? He went up there to talk to Putin yesterday.
He went to Alaska, right?
Yeah, that's Canada.
Okay, yeah.
Look, if you guys went over there and were just like, this is Canada, like nobody would say shit.
Nobody would notice for like several years.
Oh, do you think they identify with us more?
Yeah. No, Eric's right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no one would even
what
notice.
About Hawaii?
I don't think.
Do you guys feel connected to Hawaii, or is that just like a distant relative type thing?
That's a good question. Eric, how do you feel connected to Hawaii aside from the few Hawaiian women that you've dated?
Kidnapped.
Right, so, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Actually, you know what? No, trafficked. Kidnapping is such like a cruel word, you know?
Well, let me make this easier for you guys. I hear that Hawaiians are quite racist.
Yes.
Now, do you feel more connected to them?
We had Maxor on the show, and he described to me how he felt that Hawaii was the least racist state. It's a real thing that happened.
Interesting.
Yes, yeah. Well, you can go watch that episode. That was one of those things where I made a clip out of that, put it on YouTube Shorts, and then like 900 comments of people being very angry. They wanted to be known as racist.
Are we talking about the Hawaiian locals or the white or the Howleys? You know, the white people who live there.
I mean, why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos?
I mean, they could both be racist, but
and they are.
Would they perhaps maybe referring to one or the other?
Reggie, what do you think?
I don't have any information on this. I know like just enough to get myself in trouble, and then like nothing to substantiate it. So,
well, that's what the show is about. It's about getting you in trouble.
Yeah.
Also, isn't that like most commentary and like other YouTubers? Isn't that like their qualifications for what they're speaking about?
Yeah, have you ever watched Asmongold?
Oh man, he goes right off the cuff. I kind of respect his reckless abandon. I got a video from him today, and it was just like the title was "This guy's a retard," and I'm like, hell yeah, this guy is retarded.
It was actually about me. If you actually watch that video, it's about this podcast.
I feel like Asmongold feels like a basement dwelling Warcraft gremlin and doesn't really try to come off as something different.
Yes.
But then if you look at like your Hassan Pikers or something, you know, it's just kind of dripping with like pretension and like false care.
Is pretension the word? Would it be
there's
pretension?
a lot of words you could use. But
okay, yes.
Yeah,
Summing in with a hard R. But yeah, is pretension the word for like pretentious? Would it be pretension?
I think so.
Okay.
Is it pretentiousness?
I think
know.
so. I don't know. I feel like pretension.
Like pretension sounds like a heart condition.
Yeah, it really does.
Three grown men combine their intellect to almost speak English. That's the title of this episode.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I looked it up. Pretension, which is also what the word is for the heart condition. It means
it's both.
An allegation of doubtful value.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if Reggie calls me not racist, it is a pretension. Mm-hmm. We all learned something today.
Like if we're not
There you go. Educational value. Make sure to cut that part out.
Yeah, please, Patrick, don't leave that in.
That's
That's not it.
On the topic of Asmongold, are you guys familiar with his alarm clock?
No.
Yes, I am. The rodent, right?
I don't.
Yes.
Yes, he has a rodent-based alarm clock.
Asmongold is like he's a very unique individual, and he's known for not being hygienic. And at some point, a rat crawled into his mattress and died, and he neglected to clean it up. And he actually found that it was a very useful alarm clock, because in the morning when the sun would like heat his room up and his room would become hot, the decomposing rat would start to smell so much that it would like alert Asmongold. It's like, oh, it's morning, it's time to get up.
Of course, yeah.
So he was using a decomposing corpse as like an alarm mechanism.
Nothing like the smell of decomposing rat in the morning to get you up. Wait, I just realized, Reggie, are you recording yourself?
Okay, I'm back now, and I've been upgraded.
Good.
Yes. Now he sounds like he's in 4K or whatever the hell.
Patrick, shift his voice down so that he sounds like a black man.
Hell yeah.
He's become better, more astute and esteemed.
More resistant to sun.
faster running, able to jump leaps and bounds.
I fucking wish.
But not as much resistant to sun as you would think. That you'll just burn a little bit less.
Or sickle cell.
Quickly, but you'll still get like skin cancer and sunburn.
Do they burn?
Yeah, they can. It's just less visual because darker skin.
They can't? Oh, that sucks. Because then you have the burn, but people can't appreciate it. So you're just in pain. These guys can't get anything.
Reggie, no one's appreciating a black person. That's never happened.
As I said, they're a little more resistant, not like crazy significantly. Not enough to make slavery in the South okay.
God damn.
Yeah.
Because being forced to work outside in the American South has to be its own kind of crime.
We don't really have black people so much in Canada. So no, I've never dated a black person. I've dated an Arab though.
An Arab? What was that
That's
like?
as close as I've come, yes.
Her pussy smell like curry?
Oh, listen, dude. Hold on. Don't talk to me about that. We have a lot of Indians in Canada, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point I did hook up with one of them, and I'm not trying to be, I don't have anything against them. I'm not trying to be racist.
You're on the wrong show.
How do I say it? She put a scent on me. It was like on me for like 3 days.
Oh.
And I tried to shower, it wouldn't come off, and I felt absolutely terrible. I literally, like, afterwards I was so disgusted with myself, because usually like after a hookup you can just like, wipe your hands and be done with it, but I had like a physical musk on me that was constantly reminding me of my misdeeds. It was terrible.
First off, that's an STD. Second off, what was the smell?
No, not quite. What?
Describe the smell, Reggie. Like what the
Have you smelled an Indian person before?
Yes, I have. However,
Okay, then listen. I'm gonna just say this. Not all of them smell bad, but a lot of them do have a kind of a curry smell. It is what it is. And that's what it was like, curry mixed with sweat. Not a great scent. I was so dejected that I had to sit down in a chair, and I was listening to like Gregorian like monk chants, like to try to like to purify my soul. It was very bad.
You need Christ to come and drive those evil Hindu spirits off your body.
Yes, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
It took days. I don't know why God neglected me for 3 whole days, like some biblical suffering.
Well, you came on the show. I know why.
In all seriousness, and this could be a wild speculation, but I do know that like some Hindu sects, and this could not have nothing to do with what actually happened.
Sects or sex?
Well, in his case, both. But they in lieu of showering, they'll put like scented oils on. So they're just stacking that shit for like several weeks until they actually do like a proper
God.
bathing.
So high school kids with Axe body spray.
So when you say you had like the Indian plus sweat stank after doing the the dirty,
You may be onto something.
yeah, that you got like this is the week where she showers at the end, and you were at the day before.
Ooh.
Like,
How unfortunate. That could be a factor, but I do think that actually like the cuisine, it comes out in the sweat glands like more predominantly than you might expect.
yeah, I mean that's
So I was probably getting hit from a
couple.
couple of different angles.
I'm trying to think of if in Mississippi you slept with like because I mean like you're so far from us, so you're like completely
Sure.
just completely removed from our culture. So if you were in Mississippi and you slept with a trailer trash white woman, what would like the musk be that like comes off of her? It would be cigarettes
and natural light.
Yeah, cigarettes, natty light, but like curry.
Cat
we
piss.
don't have. Oh God, yeah. Oh shit.
Because there's always like too many cats in the trailer.
Absolutely.
And nobody cleans very
Ooh.
often because they drink too much and they're too tired in the morning.
He's speaking about himself now at this point. He's not he's just speaking from his own experience.
I've been around.
Yeah. I was
Going into a little therapy here.
yeah. We injected Eric with ketamine before this so that he could actually get over some of his traumas.
Was this like willing or like no consent or what?
Willing.
What type of
Consent
injection
is
was
and
this?
willing are terms we don't use here on this podcast.
Well, no, not in this, just not in this state. You can have that over there, but nobody cares for such things in Mississippi.
Terrific.
Also, it's just generally, it's funnier. You know, it's funnier if I give him a drug against his own will.
You know what? You're right. It is funnier.
Yeah, I know. I told you. Have you
didn't
ever
know.
dated somebody that like had a bunch of cats, Reggie?
Have I ever dated someone that's had a bunch of cats?
Yeah. I mean, I don't get me wrong. You're a YouTuber, so I know you've like dated one woman for 8 to 9 years and then never again. But have you ever like been with somebody who had a bunch of cats and then smelled like cat piss, like Eric said.
I haven't had the pleasure. I'm thinking, what's the weirdest person that I've ever dated? I've dated like a really super religious person once. That was interesting.
Really? Tell me about that.
This was like one of my first girlfriends, and she was scared of like getting pregnant out of wedlock because of like, I don't know, God or hell or some nebulous concept like that. This is 100% honest. I'm not kidding. If she touched my dick with her hand, she would, like, afterward, she would run to the bathroom and pour bleach on her hand and then scrub it for like 20 minutes. It was like, really killed the mood.
Like inside the pants, dick? Like not even like...
If there was skin-to-skin contact, because she was like, no, you don't understand. Like, there's still a risk of pregnancy.
That's what she sounded like? No, you don't understand. She's like the small guy from Princess Bride. It's inconceivable.
So wait, I'm only confused. You had your dick out.
Yes.
But she wasn't going to do anything with it.
Yes, please clarify.
No. Like, say if there was any contact whatsoever, she would scrub with bleach.
I see.
Whether she touched it or did whatever.
Even though it's only like 2-3 inches?
Yeah, no, I told her. I was like, listen, the odds, micro penis.
Yeah.
I'm probably impotent.
Yes.
Like, whatever.
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Those religious women, man, they're fucking crazy.
Did she get that from like The Machinist, that movie The Machinist? Because that's the only thing I could think of where like somebody cleans their hands with bleach.
Bleach is not a good hand sanitizer.
I think her parents had influenced her, I think, quite severely. When I would go over their house, they used to listen to the Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack. They'd all sit around and listen to it in the living room.
Okay, but this Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack rules. You're
not terrible, but it's creepy if it's the only thing playing in the background.
Have you heard that high note that he hits?
Oh, I've heard the whole soundtrack. I went there and they were like, "Oh, it's your birthday today, Reggie. We got you something." And like they clearly hadn't got anything. Like they didn't know it was my birthday, and they just came out of the room with a Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack already open, clearly played 100 times. They were like, "Here, take this."
That's so sweet.
Okay, thank you.
That's
they
so
tried.
sweet.
They tried.
Yeah. What denomination were they? Do you know?
Fucking crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Pentecostal.
So Pentecostal. Yeah.
They used to hold like secret like prayers. Like they'd have an old man show up in a red robe who I don't know if he was actually a priest, but he would lead them all in prayer, and it was vaguely culty.
That sounds like Pentecostal.
Yeah, it sounds like Pentecostal. It's like this close to Satanists, but it's like it's Pentecostals definitely.
Were they waving snakes around, going hema-dabba dooba labla?
Oh yeah, they ever talk in tongues?
I don't know. I left before that part.
You didn't hang out with your girlfriend while they did prayers and service, dude?
No, I was busy. Fuck, what was I doing back then? I don't know.
Well, she wasn't touching it, so he went to the bathroom.
Yeah, he was like, I'm taking care of this myself.
Do,
yeah,
you know?
I had to take matters into my own hands, you could say.
He said, well, they may not be snake handling, but hey.
How old were you?
There you go.
Yeah, how far back was this?
This was when I was in high school, so I don't know, like probably like 16 or something.
Didn't know no better. She had a cute face, man.
Yeah.
He didn't understand about like social compatibility.
When
this is fine. I'll go see what's up. You know, you're pretty.
This is something that I feel very passionate about. Like when if you're, like a nerdy guy, maybe you don't get a lot of attention from women. The first girl that gives you attention, you will overlook everything.
Yes.
Like, and it's so dangerous because you can really fuck yourself up.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to have navigated that situation effectively.
That's something that definitely applies to Eric. That doesn't apply to me at all. Eric had sex for the first time at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got with someone like the next year and stayed with them for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have stopped at about the 3-year mark because that last 4 was a rapid downhill spiral.
Granted, at 14, I dated a woman who definitely smelled like cat piss. Her whole house was filled with roaches, and I asked my parents to pick her up after school and everything, and I just feel so bad looking back for my parents who were like, okay, my son likes this girl, but they have to drive over to her house in the fucking hood and then pick her up, and she smells like cat piss all the way home. It's just, I feel so big, like, because they never said anything. My parents are good people, dude.
Yeah.
They have to be. Either that or my dad was fucking her too, and that was like, he was okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they were disappointed in you?
For what? Why would they be
a woman that smelled like cat piss?
No. I had already come out of the closet at that point as being a homosexual, so they were
Confused,
more confused.
I'm sure.
Yeah, more confused than anything. When did you come out of the closet, Reggie?
When am I going to come into the closet?
When did you? I know you already have. When did you tell your parents you were gay?
That's a funny story, actually.
Go ahead. Please, we've got 30 minutes to burn.
God. Yeah, okay. One time in my youth, I was pretty nerdy. And when you're nerdy, like, sometimes you don't have the luxury of normal relationships and you end up in, like, some kind of a, like an online relationship.
Yes.
Oh, I think I see where this is going.
I'm sure many people can relate. Anyway.
Yeah, I had cyber sex on Ragnarok Online. I'm right there with you.
Okay, right on. So we're all on the same page. Sure. I was in an online relationship and I was like, dirty talking with the girl and like some pictures were being sent back and forth. Yeah. And at one point I took a picture of my dick.
That's one
and
place.
I was like, I put it on my computer and then I was going to send it to the girl and I was like, yeah. I was looking at it. I was like, "Damn, this is a good photo. Like, this is. I'm really on top. I was admiring my own dick.
Yeah, we've all been there.
So it was up on my
angle.
Yeah. It was up on my computer screen, the lighting, and I was like, "Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go grab a cup of like tea, and then I'm gonna come back and send it." So I left my room, and just my dick was on my computer screen.
Oh no!
While I was going and getting tea, my mom came in the room to be like, "Hey, Reggie, do you want anything?" And she just saw my hard cock on the computer screen, and I like walked in as soon as it happened, and I was like, "Mom, I'm not gay."
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the heart to tell her it was my dick. So as far as she knows, I was just looking at another guy's dick, and I was like, "I just need you to know I'm not gay."
Honestly, you should have just been like, "That's my penis. Don't worry." Also, she knew that penis came out of her. She knows that that's your penis. Let's be honest.
Yeah, when you're wiping those diapers, you have a very firm idea of what it looks like when they're 16 or 17.
He's
sure.
speaking from experience again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You seen a lot of 16-year-old dick?
I have precognition to baby dicks.
Interesting.
Well,
I see a baby dick, I immediately know what it'll look like 18 years later.
what a skill.
They call me the ultimate groomer.
Yeah, that's excellent.
It'll look the same, but in your mouth.
I have the most offensive X-Men power of all time. I have the lamest version of being psychic or having precognition. It only works on baby dicks.
Wow, I think you're getting left out, buddy. I don't think you're getting in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you.
Yeah, they keep
so.
denying my character. I've sent them full bios and like a bunch of sketches.
Right.
Well, you guys have just milked me for some like terribly embarrassing stories, and I feel as though you need to like restore the karmic balance here.
Oh God, yeah. What do you want to know?
Oh yeah, man.
Let's see. What's tell me about your most embarrassing sexual encounter.
Ooh, that's a good one for me. Yours
you
is kind
already
of
know mine.
Yeah,
It's
yours is
classic
kind of
at this
boring.
point.
Mine rules. So there was this guy who was very. Like for a 16-year-old, he looked very adult, right? Like he had like a scruffy beard, and his name was Keith, and Eric knows him and hung out with him a very great deal.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did not know he was gay.
Well,
I think he was having emotional issues at the time, though.
Oh, he was having a lot of things, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But he got really into me when we were young. He was that like emo scene kid kind of look. And we started hanging out a lot. And so when my parents would go to church, they would take us to church with them, and then we would have sex in the car outside of the church.
Gay sex.
So that gives you a general idea of like what our relationship was like. So one night,
Okay.
This is in Mississippi, remember?
This is in Mississippi.
This could be seen as a potentially rebellious act.
This could be seen. This could be seen as
Fucking a man in the church parking lot.
this is something that would get you murdered. It would not be out of anybody's mind to be like, yeah, and then he killed him, and they'd be like, well, of course he was having sex with another man in the parking lot of the church. I say one of these days, I'm like, yeah, Keith, why don't you come and stay at my house? Why don't we sleep over? And of course, because we're dating, we share the bed, which I have done with most men in my life that I wasn't dating. And I've had a lot of guys stay over because I only have one bed. I mean, what are you going to do? So at about 9 o'clock at night, we start getting pretty frisky. Things are going pretty insane, and we're both just in our underwear. We make out for a bit. He claws his hands into my back, draws a little bit of blood, but mostly just makes giant marks across me.
Okay.
I bite his neck a few times and give him a few hickeys, that kind of thing.
It's getting pretty gross.
Right. It's getting disgusting, is what I'm trying to say. We tussle and roll over a few times until I'm on top of him, like balls to balls. So it's actually gay. The balls are touching.
Okay.
So it's an actual gay situation.
Now you have to fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Right as that happens, my father opens the door to my bedroom.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just sitting there on top of another man. You know, I don't want to say that we both had an erection, but because we were young, but we definitely both had like that 16-year-old rock hard erection that you can see through your underwear. Immediately, I jump off of this man and then fly my ass to the other side of the bed, just laughing really hard as if that's going to convince him that what he just saw was not sexual in any nature whatsoever.
It was a prank, bro.
Yeah, it was just a prank.
Just a prank, bro.
Yeah, got you, Dad. So my dad just stands there for a second, looks at me, and then looks at him, and then looks back at me, and he says, Keith, maybe you should sleep in the other room for the night. Keith immediately gets up, takes a blanket, puts it around him. He's like, yes, sir. And then he walks out into the hallway and then goes into another room. And then I have to live with that the rest of my life. I should bring that up to my dad. I've never talked to him about that once.
Yeah, I wonder if he remembers that.
Oh, he remembers. You think he doesn't remember?
It's burned into his memory forever.
Dude, he's got scars on his wrists. Over
Yeah.
that. Damn.
Yeah, he does. God, my dad, when I came out as gay to my dad, or I'm bisexual, but when I came out as a homo queer man to my father,
As a freak.
as a freak, as a disgusting
It's a
monster.
degenerate.
Yes. I was smoking Newports at the time, and I was smoking a Newport in the car with him. We worked at the same place, and I told him that if there was one thing that I wanted him to know before he died, it was that I wasn't straight. And he looked at me and he said, "Give me one of those cigarettes." My father does not smoke, so he lit up a Newport and then said, "Yeah, I know." And that was it. That was the whole thing.
Dude, you got the good ending.
My mother called me an abomination of God, but my father was fine with it.
Oh, really?
He's a practical man.
Yeah, he's a practical man.
Can I ask you, are they together?
Yes, yeah, they are. They've been together 30.
And so they have very different viewpoints on your situation then.
It's strange, but yes. I mean, they both have very different viewpoints on everything, really. They're an opposites attract kind of group.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Kind of like
Interesting.
Eric with the black lady he dated.
I always wonder with those relationships, how long is it going to be until one of them strangles the other one in their sleep?
Well, I did have to
'Cause
stop my
I
father from packing up everything and getting on a motorcycle and driving to California one time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've had a few dysfunctional moments
Oh,
once
yeah,
or twice.
absolutely. Yeah, they're not a functional marriage, but they've been together a long time.
Slightly different there, yeah.
We're 36 minutes into the episode now, Reggie, and I want to do what I've had planned for this episode. All right?
Okay, I'm ready.
Well, no, you're not. First off, you're
My
absolutely
body is ready.
You're absolute. Very good, Eric. You were paying attention earlier. Yeah. So we're going to play a little game.
Okay.
And it's going to be who would you rather be?
Okay.
So I'm going to go immediately into my folders, and I'm going to send you some stuff over Discord. And you're going to tell me who you would rather be. And editor Patrick in the future is going to put it up on screen. Now, the rules are you have to choose one, and you will be that thing for the rest of your life. And what is happening in the photo will happen to you. Do you understand?
Listen, I want to tell you that I'm going to take this very seriously, and I'm going to shock you with my decisions.
You know what? With the last one I've got planned, you might.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so let's start with something. Let's start with something easy. How about this one, Reggie? That is Dante and Virgil from Devil May Cry during the scene Jackpot. Would you rather be Dante or Virgil?
Does it matter that I've never played these games, and I'm also not gay?
No.
Not particularly in this scenario. No,
Have you
I
ever seen the
wouldn't say.
cutscene? Have you ever seen anything about them?
No, nothing.
You should
Wow,
actually look
dude.
some of that up. You might could legitimately make content out of that layer because it's very over the top and
Especially
ridiculous.
5. You would get a lot out of 5. It's
5 has some fun moments.
yeah.
Is it kind of like? Is it like zany?
Yeah, hearing you explain what happened in 5 would be a video I would watch and recommend to people.
Absolutely, same. I would love to do that.
It's one of those things.
Okay. Well, I did a video on Yakuza, and it seems like maybe some similarities.
You're getting in the right ballpark there. They got their own thing going on, but yeah, definitely similar ballpark there.
So generally, Dante is a swords guy or guns guy, and Virgil is a swords guy. That's pretty much the only part of them that is.
Yeah,
I mean
they're brothers who are rivals, and in this one scene, they're working together briefly, and
it's Inuyasha and Sesshomaru.
Yeah,
which I'm
kinda
sure
like
you're
that.
aware of.
Oh, okay. You were born a while ago.
Yes, I'm 65. Did you not notice? You can see my face right now. How did you not know that I was this old?
I named most of the dinosaurs.
Yes. Yeah. Especially the one with 9,000 teeth. Was it?
Yeah, that
500
one.
teeth? I don't remember how many teeth it has.
I forget. It had a
I remember
lot.
it's a big funny. Anyways, swords guy, gun guy. Reggie, which one would you be?
I'm gonna be Virgil. I think he's I like his style.
Right.
I'm gonna be that guy.
That's actually, believe it or not, a common answer that would probably come from fans of the series too. Same reasoning and everything. He's very stylish. He likes his swords. Blah blah blah. Okay,
Yeah.
this one you'll know.
Yeah, this one you'll definitely know. How about this one, Reggie? Out of the two of them, you've got Goku or Vegeta.
Let me think. So this is my. I'm sure you guys have seen this picture, but like, I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
I can't be that man. So I'd have to be Goku.
Oh, God damn. I really wish that you could be that man. I'm sorry that you can't be that guy, Reggie.
Is this, let me ask you this. Is this going to be like some kind of a quiz where like you input all my answers and then at the end it tells you like if I'm a fascist or something?
Yes, actually. That's
Like
exactly what we're
the-
doing. I don't worry about that, though. I'll tell you if you're a fascist or not at the end of the show.
All right.
That's going through Interpol. They might not even share that with me. They'll just show
Yeah.
up at your house later.
Yeah. We're sending all this information and the entire show to the CIA.
Very good. Very good.
All right. So how about the next one?
This is, of course, Judas marking Jesus Christ with a kiss for the Romans to be executed.
Yes. So if I remind you, the rules are this will happen to you and you will be this person for the rest of your life.
Not a fun next couple of days.
Okay, now, well, I don't know anything about Dante and Virgil, so I'm forgetting that. So if Goku was my life, that's okay. I'm just like an autistic man that loves to fight. Now, Judas and Jesus, that's interesting. One of them is God, and the other one is Jewish.
Right. Well, correct.
Well, those
of
are
them
both correct statements.
Both
yes.
of them are Jewish, actually.
There are
I suppose.
nuances to those.
But one of them is God.
Yeah, one of them is God, so he's kind of like the mega Jew. If you were looking into this trying to be the best Jew that you could be, then the answer is obvious. However, may I remind you how the story of Jesus ends?
In the next couple of days too, because remember, this is him telling you which one to the Romans. So
Yeah, he was telling the Romans which
now
one was
he's
gay.
gonna
So I
feel
would-
kind of bad about that and have a bad time.
But do I have agency though? Do I have any agency? Can I be like, hey, actually, I don't want to be crucified?
Yeah, you can
I
have.
mean, I guess
fun.
you could. I don't know how that would have gone down, but
So wait, I'm God.
Well, you're
so
Jesus.
You're just asking me if I want to be. But Jesus is God, right?
No, that's a thing that you heathens up north wouldn't understand. There's a little thing called the Trinity, and Jesus is the Son, while God is the Father.
and then there's the Holy Spirit, but we don't talk about that.
Well, he's within us all, so you can kind of have him whichever one you go with.
That's kind of gay.
Yeah. Patrick, put up the picture of the porn or the Holy Spirit.
Oh God.
Let me be Judas.
Okay.
Let me be that guy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a little bit of money. You're Jewish, so that's a big plus. And you have a couple of days before you go out into the desert and hang yourself, I think.
Is that what happens to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
you didn't know that?
God
Yeah.
damn.
Judas also does not live past the next week or so. He'll
I thought he just like retired.
No,
or
he
just
actually-
like a ranch or something.
come to find out, sacrificing a friend who happens to actually be God kind of made him feel kind of bad about it. And
Yeah.
then he proceeded to hang himself on a cactus or some shit.
I wouldn't. I would have conviction in such moments.
He'd be like, nah, bro, I'm going to spend all 30 of these pieces of silver first.
Realistically, you could
32.
you could have convictions in either of them. You know, Jesus had his convictions. Judas had his convictions. It's just both of them got them killed.
I always see Judas when he's hanging in like, paintings and stuff. He always has the silver at his feet. And it's just like, you didn't even spend it?
Yeah, of course. Right.
Like, come on, have some follow through.
You would buy a whore. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
you realize,
like buy a bunch of like, cocaine and hookers and then feel bad once the cocaine wears off and the hookers leave.
What was the Bronze Age equivalent of cocaine?
I think they found cocaine in some Egyptian pharaoh stuff, so
Hot
maybe
damn.
it was cocaine.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it was
But
cocaine.
that's hard to say.
I think everyone was just like constantly fucked up in the Bronze Age. I don't think they needed like stimulants.
So just like you in real
Yeah.
life in modern day.
Oh yeah.
When a real lion might come in and just eat you one day just for shits and giggles, you don't need hallucinogens.
Yeah. That's the end of the easy round. That's what I call the easy round. Okay? It's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so now you're going to give me like Jeffrey Epstein twice.
No. We're going into medium now. Okay?
Yeah, it's not straight into straight spicy.
No,
Well,
no. That comes later.
Perhaps some could describe the next one as spicy, but different kind
This
of
one or
spicy.
the next one?
I can't see the next one really good.
He doesn't
but
have any glasses on. He's so fucking old.
It's very
All right.
small on the screen, but I digress.
All right. The next one, Reggie. Which one would you prefer to be? May I remind you again, this will be you for the rest of your life. What is happening to you in the image will happen to you.
Do I survive the crushing or no?
Now, that's something you cannot be guaranteed, Reggie, and that was something that I wanted you to think about.
Now, I would say, because of the fiction existing within the universe, I would say high probability of survival. But remember, they have an adult spin on things, so it would also be funny if they said that that's how you passed later.
It would
I see.
be
And
very
they could
funny.
get away with that. That's just barely adult enough for that to
You
get
guys
away.
talk about this for a second. I'm going to go get another beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot to consider
I need
here.
to think on this.
Yeah, obviously that's a lot.
But listen, I have never seen someone so in love. Like, there's literally hearts flying around this guy's head. His pupils have turned into hearts. I think he's happy. I think this is like exactly what he needs in his life.
I agree with Reggie here.
And I think if he dies right there,
It's what we all need in our life,
that's
Reggie.
the best way to die. Yeah, I'm gonna be him.
Because within the fiction of this universe, by the rules of this universe, we all know Donkey's been having a pretty damn good time.
Yeah, well, put me in there, Coach.
Okay. Yeah, I mean-
put me under that big fat lizard thing.
And at the end of the day, if you die by, being crushed by, gigantic, luscious cheeks that you then lusted after,
yeah,
I mean, of all the different ways I could have gone,
yeah.
you literally went doing
Eric's
what you
just
love.
saying this because his wife weighs like 80 pounds and is 4'2". He's just jealous of anybody who has a wife that weighs something and is any bigger than his fist.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're both married, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's married too,
Yeah.
strangely enough.
Yeah, I can bring my whore in here if you want. The whole, I call her, the sandwich maker.
He speaks very oddly about his wife often.
Yeah.
The whole. That's interesting.
I do
That's an
less so.
interesting love language.
Yeah,
You've crafted.
she loves it, obviously. It's her favorite part.
I think she'd just hit him if she was in here.
I want you to bring her in, but only if it's like literally the Gimp from Pulp Fiction. like it's a man in a leather
So you're
suit.
going to have to give me about 10 minutes to get her suited up. But sure, okay, yeah, we can do that.
Get out the Vaseline.
No, that's how you know this is not an authentic Gimp. Like, it needs to be in the crate already suited up, or it's just performative.
What is
Yeah,
what
she'd
is
be in that dog crate
Yeah,
back there,
she'd be in
man.
the dog crate. What would that be? Like, I want you to, that sounds like you're at like a fair or something. I want y'all to know this ain't an authentic Gimp. This is one we got off the side of the road. This ain't one of them real Gimps that comes in the box.
This
all
is just
right?
a practice gimp,
It's a
okay?
pra-
It's safe for the kids.
We done set up my wife with the gimping outfit.
We put little stoppers at the end of all the action points.
Yes,
so
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not getting into nothing. He's
Yeah.
safe right now.
Poor little guy.
There
If
you
you
go.
see anything fall off of him, do alert the handlers.
All right. So, next
or if
round.
you see anything fall out of him.
I see you're typing something there, Reggie. Do you want me to wait on that?
Oh, it was a slur. Continue.
Okay, thank you. Second one, Reggie. Which one would you prefer to be? Now, Eric, can you see this all right? Do you know what we're looking at here?
Yeah, make that a little bigger. What do we have?
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It was like small, and I was like, wait, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
And then
I had the
enlarged it,
same
and
problem.
It's
really-
not small. That's the opposite problem.
It's
This is
worth
not
noting,
small.
he mentioned what he had thought of, but I did not vet these pictures ahead of time. So
No,
I-
as a matter of fact, many of these pictures were sent to me via Discord from both of our communities. So,
I mean, well, okay. I was about to say it looks like he's in distress or something, but then I read the text.
no,
and
read
I'm
the
like-
text. Read the text.
I'm like, no, I guess
Is the viewer going to be able to see this?
I don't know how much of it.
oh yeah, I mean, like
It's gonna be mostly
trust
blurred,
me,
I would assume.
No. I've gotten very, very good at censoring pornography on this podcast. Trust me, they will be able to understand what
Okay.
they're seeing.
I imagine.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't know if understand is the right word I would use. I'm looking at it. I'm comprehending it. I don't know that I'm understanding it. That's
yeah. Well, old boy he's squeezing one out
Yeah.
right now.
Or in.
We've all been there.
Or
is he
in.
squeezing one in?
Oh, is going in?
I looked this up, and
I can't tell.
I looked into this to see what it actually was because
I see 15 in the lower right hand corner.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
this is
yeah.
the middle of the story. I guess.
Apparently so. I looked up what comes next. He slides down into the testicles and then
Oh.
dissolves.
All right.
So, and may I remind you that this is what happens to you for the rest of your life, and you have to be one of these people.
Are you seriously asking me if I want to go inside a man's erect cock and dissolve in his testicles?
Look, some of us, that's what we've been waiting for our entire lives.
Yes.
And I don't
You
wanna
had me-
assume-
you had me at erect cock, and then you sold me completely at dissolved in his testicles. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
What kind of freak would want to be a guy with a man-eating penis after
Yeah,
all? I mean,
absolutely not.
that's disgusting.
Also, just that middle panel, where it's just his eyes, like you can tell he's a real sicko.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's having a good time. Patrick, put the fucking Joker makeup on his face.
Yeah, seriously.
That middle panel will be the only thing not requiring any censoring.
Wouldn't that be a great backstory for Joker if instead of killing people like normally, he just dissolved people in his balls? Oh, Batman, you're never going to be able to stop me from dissolving Commissioner Gordon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be a new way of going about it. It's Joker, but what if also Slanesh?
Yeah.
You know, like
I bet the Joker told you to kill me. No. I kill the man who dissolves into my balls.
This is so the backstory for this character. This isn't the Joker. It's the Jelker. So he's jelked
Yes.
so much that he is a massive dick, and now he uses it as a weapon of terrorism.
Something that I might want to point out to you is that in the first panel, if you'll look in the upper left-hand corner, you might notice that there's a bit of a bulge coming out on the left side, which I do believe...
Yeah, I was nervous about that.
Yeah, I think that might be the boy's heel.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, that's his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just getting down in there.
Yes, he's wriggling his way in like a cave
Now,
diver.
keep in mind that, like I said, this happens to you and this will be you for the rest of your life. Now, if this happens to you and you were this person for the rest of your life, you either have the decision between dissolving inside of a man's balls or being wanted for murder for dissolving a man inside of your balls.
There's no evidence. How are they going to prove it?
Well, no, wait. He's in Canada.
Oh.
As long as the other guy wrote a note that said he was suicidal, no laws were broken.
Listen, I want to be dissolved in the balls, but now, like, you're making me want to be the attacker because now I'm like, okay, I think I could get away with it. I feel like proving you wrong.
Yeah, it's a real League of Legends situation.
Like, yeah, it's situational. I believe.
Yeah, situational.
Not situary.
It's just depending on what mood you're in. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, you know what? Just put me in those balls. Put me in the balls.
Right.
Final answer.
All right. So next one up, it's a little bit more basic. I want to warn you about that right up front, but I do want to
little less
remind you
shocking, I suppose.
a little less shocking, sure, but I want to remind you that this will be you for the rest of your life, and what happens in this will happen to you.
Okay.
So what we have here,
Yeah, this is
Go
a
ahead.
real like Tom Holland versus Tobey Maguire type situation. If you really get into it, I think I'd like to be that guy. I'd like to be that guy on the right.
I don't think that you would, dude. I mean, imagine going bald. Can you imagine? Like, there's nothing worse.
Hold on, Patrick. Please zoom into that picture for a moment on that man's head.
Sure, one moment.
Please get in there. Clearly that is a shaved head. That man is not bald.
All right,
this is a choice.
He is not bald. There is stubble there, ever so slightly.
I choose to be bald. I choose to be killed by animatronic women. Is this like a Five Nights at Freddy thing, or?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm old. I don't know what this is.
I do,
Okay.
but not because of the games.
Well, I know the model of the bald man, and
Wait, really?
Yes, I do.
That's the one I thought was just generic stuff.
Oh, it is. I was going to say that if you choose to be the bald man, you're going to do all the debaucherous things and awful things that this bald man has done. I've seen him be with some fucked up shit.
Oh,
let me tell you that right now.
That's just the generic man model all the perverts use for their weird SFM videos. Isn't it?
Oh,
That's it.
I see. And but I don't have to do those things, right?
No, you do. It will be a thing that you have already done if you become him.
Oh, so I
imagine
have the memories of it.
Right. And if he does something in the future, those will be things that you do. And even if you try to avoid it, then you will tumble into it backwards.
This is a real hellscape that you've established here. It's like you have agency, but also other people can like insert memories and into your head and like force you to do things.
First off, thank you.
It's like a world where people can write fan fiction about you, and then it happens to you.
Yes.
And then it happens.
Yeah, pretty
Essentially.
much. God, we got to start powering through these, dude. We got 6 more minutes.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm going to go bald, and then I'm going to
kill.
kill us at like the slightest inconvenience.
All right. Sounds
That's a
good.
fair answer, actually. That's a fair answer.
All right.
I'm just going to walk around with a gun in my mouth.
Walk around with a gun in your mouth?
Well,
okay.
he needs to move to America then.
Yeah. Obviously. You don't have the...
You can just walk around with a gun here. It's fine.
All right. Well, we've got 6 more minutes in this episode, 5 more minutes now. So I guess what I'm going to say here is we'll do everything within the medium category, and then we'll move on to the hard category in the next episode.
Sure,
Yep.
sure.
All right. So next up on the medium category is this, Reggie.
Now, zoom in on that for me now.
Sure, go ahead.
Not sure.
It's a
what
maybe
I'm
you might
seeing
feel
here.
familiar with this. It's a little bit familiar in regards to what we had earlier.
Oh. What?
Okay, let me just take this in for a minute.
Yeah, go for it. Take a moment. Take a
What
moment.
am
I know we're all going to need a moment here.
Yeah, I gotta...
Now, me as the person who was given these pictures via Discord, I was in a position where I've had tons of time to look at these. And I will say up front, this is the one that took me the longest to figure out what I was looking at.
That's exactly the problem I'm having. Visually parsing this.
They're in... Okay, and then...
No, take your time, please. Absolutely.
She's going in his balls.
Yeah, I
Right.
think so. I think it's a guy with big penis and then guy sliding down his penis situation. But it's worse because you're ponies.
That one person being dissolved in the balls that's a coincidence. 2 is like a concerning pattern starting to develop here.
Yeah,
you don't want to see what some of the shit people sent me was, dude. You just don't want to. Like, this is... I've gone pretty mild.
Did you outsource this, you fucking heathen?
I have... This is all from Discord. I have no idea what some of this shit is.
Okay.
So yeah, like how many times how popular is the subgenre of dissolved in someone's testicles?
As a man who's jacked off to it for most of his life, I can tell you vary.
So this is not a two situation.
Can't say on this show. Patrick, please bleep that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't know. I'd love to have tremendous balls that account for like 80% of my body weight, and I just like drag them into a room full of people, and everyone starts screaming, and I'm like, no, come here, come to Papa. Like that's terrific.
It'd be like that South Park episode. You could bounce around on them. You know?
I could put them
or
in a
carry
wheelbarrow.
them around in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
right.
but you'd be a pony for the rest of your life, no matter which way you go, I guess. So that's important.
So that's not even in the equation, right?
Yeah, really. You don't even have an option. And it seems to me that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. At the end of this, his balls seem to shrink as he's not sitting on them or pushing down on them anymore. I think in the second to last panel, he seems to be pushing down on his testicles with his hands.
Oh, and that's the glasses that pop out at the end.
Correct.
I finally just figured that out. I've been trying to figure that out this whole
Then
time.
he puts a picture of the person on the bag.
Well, so wait, he's filling a water balloon, right? He's filling a water balloon.
No, it's a
with
condom. That's definitely a condom that he's opening right there with his
Okay.
tongue. Might I?
Well, we're blurring the lines between water balloon and condom at this point, but yeah.
Honestly, there's
yeah.
barely anything differentiating between water balloons and condoms if you have a small enough penis.
Look, I'm just saying,
enough.
if I had the ability to fill like a 5-gallon jug with my semen, seemingly instantly, like that's powerful. Okay,
It is.
That is a power.
I
is.
could throw that at Parliament. Like, I'm sure I could enact some change.
Well, you are in Canada, so yeah,
I was
guess.
thinking donating semen, but hey, I mean, that's also something you could do with it. Less profitable.
The thing that gets me in this is the cutie marks. Are you familiar with cutie marks, Reggie?
I had enough autistic friends growing up that I kind of know a bit about them. So what is that on
growing
the
up,
hip?
you're that young. You're young enough to know that to have been young and grow up with My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. God, I'm so sorry.
Something like that. Is that Ethereum? Is that an Ethereum cutie mark?
That's what I was about to bring up. Was I believe one of them is a meteor shooting over some stars. And then the other one seems to be an Ethereum placard with a question mark.
So, red
Speculative.
triangle on top of an inverted purple triangle with a question mark is the Ethereum symbol.
Speculative, I don't know. I would say more bullish is how I would describe it.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, watch Crypto Bros try and interpret this webcomic. Like, so listen, the amount of cum is clearly indicative of a bullish market in the next 3 to 5 months.
You know, that's what this shit's really all about.
Yeah, that is what this show is about.
Yeah.
That is exactly what this show is about. This is a
That's
crypto
it.
show.
Yep.
Oh my God.
This is financial advice.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Reggie.
Sure, it's a pleasure.
I appreciate you going through the easy and medium bits with me. We'll get to hard next time.
I'm ready to get hard with you guys.